Welcome to today's video. So I decided to do a Q&A about questions that I get asked frequently by girls that want to become au pairs or are in the matching pool at the moment but still have questions that they are uncertain about and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get into it. So my best advice would be go with the agency. If you're that uncertain about where to start, about if you have absolute no experience with au pairing, anything like that, find an agency, a reliable one. And I also get the question like, how do you know which agencies are reliable? That will be by trial and error because I went with House of Orange. Yeah, because it was the first agency I saw on Google. I just literally Googled au pair agencies South Africa and that's the first one that popped up. Obviously there are other agencies and you can go with other agencies except House of Orange, but I can only speak from my own experience, which is with House of Orange. So I went with House of Orange and everything went so smoothly. I did the program for the Netherlands, so I think they mostly focus on the Netherlands, but they do have a lot of other countries you can go to which they help you with equally. I usually get questions about, oh, if I match with a family, what do I expect to do? And that usually depends on the family. Sometimes you'll do more housework than the kids. When I say that, I mean like clean up after the kids, clean the kitchen, make sure everything is tidy and everything like that. You won't be a housemaid when I say that you will do more housework. I don't mean you'll be a housemaid. I know a lot of girls are afraid of that. But if you are in that situation, you need to contact your agency. If you don't have an agency, you need to have a conversation with the host family. Even if you have an agency, have a conversation with the host parents first. Explain to them that what they're doing is illegal, firstly, because you cannot be their housemaid. You can't be the housekeeper because they need to hire someone else for that or do it themselves, because you are only permitted to do light housework. Got it good. Yeah. So what to expect? Your duties with the kids will usually be laid out by the host family. They'll usually be like taking the kids to school, taking them and getting them at school, taking them to after school activities, taking them to friends' places, having play dates there, and like, bringing them back home from that, being there while their friends come to play over, all of that stuff. That's usually entertaining them while the parents aren't there, cooking, all of that stuff. Yeah, that's usually what you will have to do. You'll have to like get used to the routines of the family. So what days the parents work, what days they don't work, when they'll need you, when they won't need you. Sometimes it can be a bit iffy, and I know people get scary about that when it's like there's not a set routine. Sometimes people are like, oh, but is this out of my working hours? Is it? If it is, speak with the host family. I always say you have to be a certain type of person to be an au pair, because if there are stuff that happens that you would have to confront the host parents about, you would have to be a person that is confident enough to do that. If not, you will be suffering in silence. Because if you're not confident enough to do that, I'm sorry, but then you're not going to be comfortable living with those people, because those are the boundaries that you're going to have to set for yourself. If you can't set boundaries for yourself, just please don't do it. I know people want to get out of their comfort zone and all of that stuff, but you have to know what type of person you are to be doing au pairing. Remember, you're in a foreign country. For some girls, it's the first time they're getting on a plane going somewhere. For me, it was. You're gonna live with these people for maximum a year. Sometimes it's 3 months, 6 months, maximum a year. You will have to be comfortable sometime with them. You have to be able to have like conversations with them about mental health, your own health, all of that stuff. Like, you have to be able to have those conversations. Like, certain conversations you'll need to have with the host family is like, when do they want to spend time alone with the kids? Like on holidays, what's the situation like on holidays? Which holidays will they be going away and you'll be home alone, and which is it that they will be home but they want to spend time alone with the family, so you have to like make your own plans and be on your own and all of that stuff. In your free time, remember, if you're not working, why do you want to spend time around the family? I understand bonding with them, like cool, but your free time is your free time. Get out of the house, like do your thing, like go on a bike ride if you're in the Netherlands, Belgium, wherever. Go on a bike ride, take a walk, go shopping, even just window shopping. Do your thing. Why do you want to stay home? I know some people, like me, I used to stay in my room and just watch YouTube, catch up on all my Netflix series and all of that stuff that I haven't been able to in the past weeks or something. So your free time, let it be your free time. You don't have to spend it around the family. Like for me, it was a bit more uncomfortable because there wasn't any other space in the house except my room that I would be able to be alone in, you know, because the kids were always there. And if you're there, the kids are gonna come to be like, Jesse, can you play this game with me? And then I would always feel like guilty to say no because hello, it's my free time. I'm not working at the moment, and feeling lonely is one of the worst feelings to have, especially when you're so far away from home. So making friends is probably going to be one of your top priorities because yes, you're going to be bonding with the family, but you're also going to have your own time, weekends, whenever you have free. So I met a lot of girls at my kids' school. So usually you're gonna have au pairs around you. So when I used to wait for my house kids to come out of school in the afternoon, I would see other au pairs. Listen, if you're an au pair, you can spot another au pair. They're not gonna look like a mom, they're not gonna look like a sister, you're gonna spot an au pair. In certain countries, it's mandatory for you to go to language lessons so you can be able to communicate with the kids and whatever. Sometimes it's not mandatory, but you can still go. I know a lot of people I know, they meet their friends in these language classes because then you're from the same country usually, or maybe not, but you will meet people in those language lessons. So also with House of Orange, you have like with most agencies, you have au pair events that they do maybe monthly or every season or something like that. You will most definitely meet people there, so you just have to find your people you click with, share your details, social media, all of that stuff, and there you have it. You don't be scared to communicate. If there's a problem, communicate with the house parents first to find a solution. If you can't find a solution with the house parents, then you would escalate it to go to your agency and tell them, listen, we've tried multiple things to de-escalate the situation or find a solution for the situation. Nothing's working. What would my next steps be? Then if it's something really bad where like you physically just feel so uncomfortable in that house that you can't settle in, you have nights where you can't sleep and all of that stuff, the agency will ask you to go into, if you want to go into the rematch process, which is 2 weeks. And if you don't find a family in those 2 weeks, unfortunately you will be sent home and you won't be able to get another au pair visa for that country. When it's time to pick a house family, please be certain. I know for first time au pairs it can be uncertain, like I know, trust me, I was like that. Like when before my house family messaged the agency and told them that they wanted to get me as an au pair, I already told the agency that no, I really don't want to go with him that same day. After we had like a third call, me and the family, and I decided, you know what, let's go with it. And it was like the best decision I could ever make. Like they were so lovely. I had such a great bond with the kids. It was the best year ever. You have to have tough skin in those situations. Like you have to have tough skin. You have to be able to stand up for yourself. You have to be able to reinstate your boundaries in certain situations. Like you have to remember who you are and why you're there, and your contract. You have to remember your contract. You can't just sign something, go to a different country, and then not know what you can and can't do, and then complain when you're doing something and then you don't even know if you're supposed to be doing it or not. Please be certain about what you can and can't do, and the agency will give you a contract with everything in it, where it's like you can only do light housework, you can't be washing the windows and stuff like that. All of that stuff, like there's a lot of stuff that the agency sends you, like contract, that'll tell you what you can't and can't do. And every time you like question if this is what you're supposed to do, you can go back to that, or you can even email the agency to hear if this is what you are supposed to be doing. That depends on you. Where do you want to go? There's different requirements for different programs. So EU countries, you don't really have to have a driver's license. Like, it's not mandatory, but some of them it is preferred, because there are host families that you need to be able to take the kids to school with a car. But with the Netherlands, Austria, Belgium, Germany, you can take them in a bakfiets. I might be able to get a picture of a bakfiets and like put it up here. Maybe not. If it's not there, mind your business. It depends on the requirements. Please make sure to read the requirements of all the programs and make sure that it fits to what you want to be doing there. So with the US, obviously it's you have to have a driver's license. You can check like the requirements on the agency's website. There isn't a set time for how long it takes you to get a host family. There's a lot of factors that come into your time frame, like what time of the year is it. Like, it's really not a set time, so you can't really stress about how long it'll take you. It also depends on how qualified you are, how many childcare hours you have, all of that stuff, if all of your documents are already in order and everything like that. Yeah, I hope this video was informative. At least I hope it helped with a few questions that you guys might have had about au pairing, about certain stuff. If you still have questions, I can do a second video, or you can just comment it down below and I can answer them in your comments. So the next video might be something about questions to ask your host family, because I do also get questions about that. So yeah, see you guys, bye.